Hello, and nice to see you again. If we haven't met before, I am Paula Edwards. I am the founder of Advanced Virtual Assistants. So it's a pleasure to have you here. If you find this interesting and helpful, my post, then please subscribe below. I'd love it so that you get to hear when our new posts are coming out. There's plenty to learn from in this channel, so hopefully you're going to find it really valuable. Today, I want to talk to you about the 7 things that virtual assistants clients actually pay for. So most VAs, I think when you start out, very typically what we see is VAs try to be everything to everybody. And actually that's a bit of a scattergun approach and it doesn't usually work. I think it's really important to just focus on, even if you've only got 2 or 3 things that you can offer, just focus on the things that you can really offer and try not to don't think you haven't got enough to offer and I want to be everything to everybody, because that really doesn't pay off in the long term. So one thing that's important to remember is that clients aren't necessarily paying for like random tasks to be done. They're actually paying for an outcome. So one of the most popular services has always been the case really is inbox and diary management. It's the first thing, the biggest pain point, excuse me, that clients first hit when their business is growing. So that means just managing their emails, filtering, flagging, and making sure that they're aware of things that they need to respond to. Added to which things like calendar organization, planning, arranging meetings for them, scheduling their appointments, making sure that they've got time for everything they need to do, especially if they're somebody who travels quite a lot. And also, just making sure that all the things are happening in the background, and you might be able to even, respond to some of those emails in time when you get to know the business on their behalf. So that's typically what we see people outsource straight away. One of the first things that people outsource straight away. Another thing is number 2 is social media management. So very often business owners go into business, unless they're in marketing, they go into business with no real marketing knowledge or anything, but they know that this is something that they have to do. So as soon as the money's there, it's the thing that they outsource. So it could be content creation, scheduling it, posting it, maybe creating graphics and that type of thing, and maybe also doing some community engagement, commenting on the posts, responding to comments on the post, and potentially having a look at the analytics from those posts and how well they're doing. Another thing we see obviously is general admin, and it's such a broad brush, isn't it? Number 3 is general admin, general back office support. It really could be anything. It could be data entry, it could be managing a CRM, it could be creating documents or spreadsheets or that type of thing, file organization, process documentation, just all the things that's really important to keep the business running in the background and making sure those wheels keep turning. Number 4 is bookkeeping support. We see this a lot. Obviously, I would really recommend that you have either years of experience or you're qualified in bookkeeping support, and always be mindful of making sure, checking to see if you need to be MLR registered, so money laundering registration, whether you need to comply with that. But bookkeeping is what it is on the tin. It's managing expenses, income, sending out invoices, reconciling the transactions, basic financial reports, and it's usually using the online tools such as QuickBooks and Xero, the ones we typically see. What we're on 5, I think, is customer support. So I see a bit of this, and I'm seeing more and more recently, is that people, it is kind of in hand with the inbox, because I'm having clients come to us saying that they're leaving money on the table. Don't know if you're familiar with that phrase. So they have potential business inside the inbox, people who are contacting them, but they just don't have time to follow up on it. So it could be, managing that, following up on that type of thing. It could be qualifying potential leads. It could be responding to complaints or queries or questions. It could be managing the chat, the chat bots and that type of thing. So there's quite a lot more of people coming for that kind of support as well these days. Where are we? Number 6 is things like project management and launch support. So if it's the online coaching space, people are often launching their courses and they want some help with doing that. And there's lots of moving parts with these things. So it's project management skills really, Lots of ways you can use project management skills as a virtual assistant. As launch support is one of them, but it could also be event planning, that type of thing. So it's managing timelines, making sure everyone's got what they need to keep the thing moving and staying on track. You have to love the tools, like the project management tools like Trello, Asana, ClickUp, all of those things. So that's potentially another way that you could be delivering a service. And finally, number 7, by no means least though, we're seeing more and more of it is tech support and systems support. So especially with the really fast growing AI coming into our world, our online world, and outside that for that matter. But being able to build up automations and workflows to help streamline things and take out any potential bottlenecks. Knowing those types of tech systems is really in demand. As well as website updates, managing the website, putting a sales page up, that type of thing, making sure that different tools talk to each other, like using Zapier and that type of thing. So that's another really sought after service that people want. So I think, in my opinion, right now, and we are just about to head into April 2026. But to be honest, these things usually are all at the top. They might just change order a little bit, but this is what we're seeing a lot of inquiries for at the moment here in advance. So I hope that's been helpful for you. Maybe it's piqued your interest to go and have a look into maybe other things, but if you're just starting out, don't overcomplicate it. Start with what you already know would be my advice to you. Okay, thanks. Cheers, bye.